Welcome back to Community Conversations. I'm your host, Steve Mantis, and my guests today are Richard and Amy, both from the New Directions Speaker School. So, Amy, so from what I understand, you're involved in the program right now. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience and maybe why did you choose to participate in the program initially?
Well, I have a speech impediment. I went to a lot of speech therapy growing up, so I felt when I seen the poster, I seen it actually when I was taking pre-health at Oshkie Penatuan. So when I seen it, I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to further my skills in speaking. Yeah.
And Oshkie is like a little college in town, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's connected to Confederation College.
So I noticed as Richard was talking about the woos, right away you were in there doing the woos. So are you finding, is there a fun component in the speaker school?
Yeah, it is fun. I look forward to going to class. I've met a lot of people there that I've made good connections with a few different people.
And so tell me a little bit more about what happens in class. How are you learning those skills? What goes on?
Well, for the first part, Richard, first of all we do the woos and do like warm up kind of exercises, and then each week we learn a new skill, like breaking apart a speech and learning the structure of it and everything. Mm-hmm. We've done a lot, and then we break for supper, and then we have a guest speaker come in. And then after the guest speaker, we usually practice our speeches in front of the class.
And so how many people are in the class?
I think 11. Okay. Is that right?
Yeah, it's about like 14 people in total, and then week to week it's between 10 and 14 people that are there at any given class.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and so I understand that there's a graduation coming up soon, and you were telling me you've got a speech kind of prepared. What's your focus?
Well, I'm the president of the Vale Limbrick Youth Action Group. We recently just formed, so my speech is about the events that led up to the formation of the youth group, and the events that we put on in our future plans.
So from what I understand when just speaking earlier, you are intending to use the training at the speaker school to help you move that initiative forward in your local neighborhood.
Yeah. I found that I've been able to speak to the members of the youth group a lot clearer and portray what I trying to get across better since I've taken the speaker school.
And so tell me a little bit about the youth group. What's involved there, and which neighborhood, where are you at?
We are located in the Vale Limbrick Youth Action Vale Limbrick area. So we gained access to the Limbrick's Resource Center. It's one of the houses there, 87. We started meeting. We meet every Friday from 5 to 7. We just started in October, so we do monthly events. We're focusing on fundraising right now. One of our goals is to get computers and printers so that we could put them in the resource center and have people and then people can have access to them to print resumes and their schoolwork. So that's one thing we want to do, and that's going to be a part of our employment and education services. Another thing that we want to do is put a cork board on the wall and start putting job openings on the wall, so that more people can see what jobs are available out there. And another thing, we're starting in January. We're starting our first programs in January. We're going to be doing a sharing circle, and we're going to be doing tutoring. With the tutoring, why we thought that was important is it creates an opportunity for the people to volunteer in their community. We're hoping that we can help elementary and high school students with any schoolwork that they need, and what we're hoping is that they can get tutored by their peers and adults in the neighborhood. So we're looking for volunteers for that, and we just finished our mission statement and objectives, and like basically we just want to make our neighborhood a better place, and we're gonna continue doing monthly events, and we're gonna establish programs and services to achieve that mission.
And so, do you have any funding for this initiative at this point?
We operate under the Multicultural Youth Center, so they provide us with a lot of funding. They have a campaign to help form organizations and stuff in 4 target neighborhoods, and the Vale Limbrick is one of the target neighborhoods that they are focusing on.
And so, in terms of staffing, is there staff members, or is this pretty much all volunteer driven?
It's all volunteer driven. Right now, we're operating on a steering committee. So, I'm the president. There's a vice president, secretary, and treasurer. As of right now, we're just volunteering to fill those roles and take those responsibilities of those roles. But we're hoping when we get more board members that are committed, that we can have elections and elect new people in that want to be in those roles.
And so, if people want to get involved, how do they get in touch?
Well, we have a Facebook page, so they could get in touch that way. Or also they could phone the Multicultural Youth Center. Yeah.
And your Facebook page is called what?
Vale Limbrick Youth Action Group.
Terrific. Great. That sounds like real exciting initiative you're doing there.
Mm-hmm.
We need to take a short break. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.